Set Free TV is brought to you by the 5th Annual Scholarship Banquet, Leading by Example, I Believe in Me, with Dr. Steve Perry and Mr. Clayton Muhammad, February 23, 2013, at Clovis North High School in Clovis, California.
Central Cali, get ready for Set Free TV. Get ready for Set Free TV. Set Free TV is hosted by Roshell and also hosted by Franky. Set Free TV is your direct line into the world of love, life, and entertainment, with exclusive interviews, letting our guests feel free to let their hair down. So when you're looking for the latest in love, life, and entertainment, chill with us on Set Free TV.
Thank you for tuning in to Set Free TV, where we are giving you tons of fun things to do in your chill time, setting you free to have a ball right here in the Central Valley. My name is Roshell, and tonight I will be hanging out with you and the rest of Team Set Free as we get you in the know on books, events, music, and so much more. You see, here on Set Free TV, each week we check out new music, books, movies, and anything you could possibly think to do. When you got a little chill time, we show you what's new. Tonight, we have an awesome show lineup just for you, filled with awesome content. Also, later on in the show, we have a few surprises just to keep you watching. Now, as a reminder, Set Free TV airs every week here on Comcast Channel 93 and AT&T U-verse Channel 99 on Friday nights at 9 p.m. We also replay on Monday and Wednesdays right here, same time, same channel. Right now, we're getting ready to show you some upcoming events here in the Central Valley. Hang tight as we have tons of good stuff coming right your way, right here from Set Free TV.
Holding it down with new releases in the world of books. This section is dedicated to our bookworms right here on Set Free TV as we highlight a few new releases in the market today. Our first feature is entitled Argo: How the CIA and Hollywood Pulled Off the Most Audacious Rescue in History. Authored by Antonio Mendez and Matt Baglio, with the publisher of Penguin Group USA, releasing February 6, 2013. An overview on this book is the true declassified accounts of CIA operative Tony Mendez's daring rescue of American hostages from Iran that inspired the critically acclaimed film directed by and starring Ben Affleck and co-starring John Goodman, Alan Arkin, and Bryan Cranston. On November 4, 1979, Iranian militants stormed the American embassy in Tehran and captured dozens of American hostages, sparking a 444-day ordeal and a quake in global politics, still reverberating today. But there's a little-known drama connected to the crisis. 6 Americans escaped, and a top-level CIA officer named Antonio Mendez devised an ingenious yet incredibly risky plan to rescue them before they were detected. Next on our book spotlight is a book entitled Lover Awakened, from the collector's edition Black Dagger Brotherhood Series No. 3 by J.R. Ward, published also by Penguin Group, releasing February 5, 2013. The overview of this book is: a former blood slave, the vampire sadist still bears the scar from a past filled with suffering and humiliation. Renowned for his unquenchable fury and sinister deeds, he is a savage feared by humans and vampires alike. Anger is his only companion, and terror his only passion, until he rescues a beautiful female from the evil Lansing society. Bella is instantly entranced by the seething power Sadist possesses, but even as their desire for each other begins to overtake them, Zadist's thirst for vengeance against Bella's tormentors drives him to the brink of madness. Next on the book spotlight is Matilda by Roald Dahl and illustrated by Quentin Blake from Penguin Young Readers Group, releasing February 7, 2013. The overview on this book is: Matilda is a genius. Unfortunately, her family treats her like an idiot. Her cricket car salesman father and loud bingo-obsessed mother think Matilda's only talent is as a scapegoat for everything that goes wrong in their miserable lives. But it's not long before the sweet and sensitive child decides to fight back. Faced with practical jokes of her sheer brilliance, Her parents don't stand a chance. Matilda applies her untapped mental powers to rid the school of the evil, child-hating headmistress, Miss Trunchbull, and restores her nice teacher, Miss Honey, to financial security. And our final feature for the night in the world of books is Etiquette and Espionage by Gail Carriger, published by Little Brown Books for Young Readers, releasing February 5th, 2013. The overview on this title is, it's one thing to learn curtsy properly. It's quite another to learn to curtsy and throw a knife at the same time. Welcome to finishing school. From New York Times best-selling author Gail Carriger, she makes her young adult debut with Etiquette and Espionage, the first book in the Finishing School series. And that was all from our book spotlight, showcasing new book releases from around the world. And stay tuned for more as we chill here on Set Free TV.
Welcome to Set Free TV. I am your host, Roshell Franklin. Joining me right now via Skype is a very familiar face across television. This young man is America's most wanted educator. He has appeared on numerous radio and television shows nationwide and has been a regular contributor on educational issues for CNN, MSNBC, and Fox. He is the founder and principal of the Capital Preparatory Magnet School in Hartford, Connecticut, where the focus is giving children the education they deserve and also preparing them for the way to college. He is said to be a powerhouse and has a no-nonsense approach to improving education. Millions of viewers tune in to TV One's Saving Our Sons as we watch Dr. Perry's attempt to rescue young men who are losing hope. Dr. Steve Perry will also join us here in Clovis, California at the 5th Annual Scholarship Celebration, February 23rd, to inspire and motivate our youth who are pushing towards greatness. Dr. Steve Perry, welcome to Set Free TV.
I am excited to be with you. Excited to come back to Clover, too.
Dr. Perry, you counsel and mentor young men across America who deal with pressures from acquaintances, and some of these men are growing up in fatherless homes. At the end of the day, if there is one thing you can get through to them, what would that be?
That they belong to somebody and that they're loved. You'd be surprised at how far a person will go to feel like they are loved.
Now, Saving Our Sons is a television show on TV One, which is becoming a movement across America. Saving Our Sons is about young African-American men who have begun falling through the cracks. Many parents and relatives come to you as a last resort to save their son or loved one. Can you talk to us about Saving Our Sons and how you became a part of it?
Save My Son, is something that was brought to me by a production company, Powerhouse Productions, and I didn't want to do it for about a year. So I had done enough TV and really just wanted to work with kids. And so they pushed and pushed and pushed, and what ultimately ended up happening was they said to me that there are a lot of kids who don't get access to your school every day who need support, and through this television show, we could potentially reach more children. So now, 1 year later, we have a show that is nominated for a Image Award this month.
You're tuned in to Set Free TV. We have more to come with Dr. Steve Perry right after this.
Looking for something to get into this weekend, but don't feel like going out? Well, this section is dedicated to you if you're looking for a hot movie that's out on DVD or Blu-ray. Our first feature is entitled Paranormal Activity 4, giving you a scare in the horror genre, starring Katie Featherston, Catherine Newton, and Matt Shively, directed by Ariel Schulman and Henry Joost. In this movie, it has been 5 years since the disappearance of Katie and Hunter, and a suburban family witnessed strange events in their neighborhood when a woman and a mysterious child move on. Bringing you another DVD or Blu-ray, this title is called The Awakening. Sometimes dead does not mean gone, with a rating of R in the genre of drama, thriller, and a little bit of horror. Starring Rebecca Hall, Dominic West, and Imelda Staunton, directed by Nick Murphy. In this film, The Awakening is a British horror thriller film directed by Nick Murphy, as stated before. With the stars coming on board, it goes into 1921, where in England, it's overwhelmed by the loss and grief of the World War I victims. A hoax exposer, Florence Cathcart, visits a boarding school to explain sightings of a child ghost, and things get interesting. Up next, in new DVD releases and Blu-ray, is a movie entitled 7 Psychopaths. They Won't Take Any Shih Tzu. With a rating of R in the action genre, this film stars Colin Farrell, Woody Harrelson, and Abby Cornish, directed by Martin McDonough. This film goes into a struggling screenwriter inadvertently becoming entangled in the Los Angeles criminal underworld after his oddball friends kidnap a gangster's beloved Shih Tzu. And closing out this week's DVD and Blu-ray showcase is Hotel Transylvania, with a rating of PG in the family genre, starring Adam Sandler, CeeLo Green, David Spade, Kevin James, and Selena Gomez, directed by Genndy Tartakovsky. In this film, Dracula, who operates a high-end resort away from the human world, goes into overprotective mode when a boy discovers the resort and falls for the Count's teenage daughter. That was all from our DVD and Blu-ray spotlight here on Set Free TV. Hang tight as we have more in the world of love, life, and entertainment.
Dr. Perry, some people say that gang involvement is a symptom of an underlying problem of despair, and communities cannot reduce gang violence without addressing the absence of hope. Now, here in the Central Valley, we are being hit very hard and losing our young African American men and Latino men at a rapid rate to gang violence. Different organizations have held rallies, stop the violence seminars, prayer services at the local church, and so forth. But it seems we can't get a grip or even go in the right direction to reach these young men. Can you give us some insight on what we can do about restoring hope to young men in our city?
Well, it's good to know that success is within our reach. We can save our sons by putting them in environments where they feel valued. We can put them on football teams and basketball teams. We can put them in Cub Scouts and Boy Scouts. We can put them in a church, mosque, synagogue. We can just check in on them through informal networks. A lot of things that we can do to support our children and thereby save our sons.
Dr. Perry, you are the columnist for Essence Magazine and the author of the best-selling self-published book, Man Up. Your latest book release is entitled Push Has Come to Shove, Getting Our Children the Education They Deserve. Now, there may be some school educators watching tonight, and they're thinking to themselves at the moment, they are giving our best children the education they deserve. Can you clarify to us what you mean by the education they deserve?
Well, if they're providing the best, then their kids will be better behaved. You can't have success and failure in the same place. You get success if you were working hard and producing. You could work hard and fail, but it's not just the effort, it's the output.
You're tuned in to Set Free TV. We have more to come with Dr. Steve Perry right after this.
Bringing you news in the world of love, life, and entertainment from around the globe. This is Set Free TV. Now this week in news, Moondos starts 2013 with a double-digit growth among key demos. It was reported that Moondos, the fastest growing Hispanic entertainment cable network in 2012, continues its unprecedented growth with double-digit increases in Monday through Sunday, prime time in January, up 38%, which equals 95,000 in total viewers. Of the 38% in growth, 49% equaled adults 18 to 49, and 28% of that was adults 18 to 34, according to Nielsen. The cable network continued its fastest growing lead across Hispanic cable networks, once again outgrowing Galavision. and Discovery in Espanol.
Also in news, NBC News' Today has launched a Today Gives Hope, a new ongoing initiative to help bring relief to communities in need. Through this project, the Today Show team will leverage its strength in news coverage, cross-platform promotion, and partnerships to inspire viewers to bring hope back to communities that need it most. When areas across the nation face challenging times, Today Gives Hope will be prepared to take action and help. Also in entertainment news, Oxygen Media is launching its highly anticipated new supermodel competition series, The Face, with a premiere roadblock on Oxygen as well as NBC Universal sister network Bravo and Style on Tuesdays and beginning February 12th at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Produced by Shine America, the 7-episode series goes beyond the glamour to find the newest face of Ulta Beauty, with worldwide icon Naomi Campbell, bombshell sensation Carolina Kurkova, and fashion it girl Coco Rocha as supermodel coaches and renowned photographer and personality Nigel Barker as the host. That was all from our entertainment news right now. And for more on these stories, feel free to catch us online at setfreemedia.com. Right now, let's get back into more in the mix here on Set Free TV.
Dr. Perry, I am sure you are in high demand right now, and your counsel is much needed in many states. If there is anyone who is dealing with issues like these and are losing a child or loved one to gangs or violence, what resources are out there for them? Slow down.
That's a great and tough question. I don't know. I don't know what you do, but I would imagine that a family who is in that situation would need some counseling. And so whatever methods they would feel most comfortable, whether it be their religious counselors or someone at the school or someone through their private insurance. I'm not sure which they feel most comfortable with.
2013 is here. What new projects can we expect to see from you?
Yeah, that's interesting. I don't know. We got a couple things that we're working on. Maybe some new schools. Maybe some new TV projects. Maybe a new book. Who knows? I try not to plan out the year so specifically. We'll see what talent and opportunity can produce.
You're tuned in to Set Free TV. We have more to come with Dr. Steve Perry right after this.
Giving you a dose of love, life, and entertainment. This is Set Free TV, getting ready to break down some new releases in the world of music. Our first feature is entitled Love, Hope, and War by hip-hop MC, The Truth. With this album, it contains 12 songs with hot inspirational hip-hop tracks off the label Exist Music. Tracks include songs like DOS, Hunger Games, Jive, Ugly Love, and more. Up next on our music spotlight, Beyonce, Kelly, and Michelle are back as Destiny's Child with their new release, Love Songs, a collaboration of many hits from across their career. This album contains songs like Cater to You, Killing Time, Second Nature, a solo track with Kelly Rowland entitled Heaven, and many more tracks along the way. Fresh off the Columbia Legacy label, this album brings you 14 tracks for your Destiny's Child pleasure.
Also this week in new music is Uncle Charlie himself, Charlie Wilson, with his latest release, Love Charlie. Bringing you songs like If I Believe, I Still Have You, I Think I'm in Love, and more. This album delivers 12 songs filled with R&B sensations off of the RCA record label.
And our final release that we're featuring tonight comes from Justin Bieber. That's right, with his new release, Believe Acoustic. With this album, of course, with the title, it tells it in itself. All acoustic songs from Justin Bieber with Boyfriend, Beauty and a Beat, She Don't Like the Lights, and so many more coming your way with 11 tracks for your acoustic pleasure. And that's off of Island Records. And that was all from our music releases. And stay tuned for more as we chill here on Set Free TV, delivering love, life, and entertainment.
Hey everybody, this is just a reminder to watch Set Free TV every Friday night right here on Comcast Channel 93 or AT&T Channel 99. You can catch us right here at 9 p.m. You can also log on to our website at setfreemedia.com. There you can watch past shows and catch up on the latest and the greatest with me, Roshell, or your guy, Franky. We want you guys to keep it locked. Set Free TV.
We're bringing you back more news from around the globe here on Set Free TV. This week, in an interview with NBC News Chief Foreign Affairs Correspondent Andrea Mitchell, outgoing Secretary of State Hillary Clinton said her recent health concerns would not factor in at all if she ever decides to run for president, but insisted she does not have any decisions made at this time. Mitchell sat down with Clinton at the State Department to discuss the retiring secretary's legacy, the major events of her tenure, and her plans for both the immediate future and the 2016 presidential race. Also in entertainment news, Christoph Waltz and Alabama Shakes makes their SNL debut on February 16th. Academy Award nominee and Golden Globe winner from Django Unchained, Christoph Waltz makes his SNL hosting debut on February 16th. Waltz received an Oscar, SAG, and Golden Globe Award, among many others, for his performance in Inglourious Basterds in 2009. Joining Waltz is Alabama Shakes as they make their musical guest debut. The rock band recently received 3 2013 Grammy Award nominations, including Best New Artist for their critically acclaimed album, Boys and Girls. Also kicking off on the World Wide Web, E's first royal subject is crowned and steps into the spotlight in E's online series, Lord Disick, Lifestyle of a Lord. The new web series featuring Lord Scott Disick highlights the art of living the good life with weekly installments. Courtney and Kim take Miami star Scott Disick, Kourtney Kardashian's longtime love and father of her 2 children, has made a name for himself by living well. Lord Disick, a moniker bestowed upon him by him during a fateful visit to London where he fell in love with everything royal and all the trappings that come with that title, provided the inspiration for the series. In a series of clever webisodes called Lord Disick, Lifestyles of a Lord, Scott gives fans an inside look at his very lavish lifestyle and tips on how they too can live like a king, or at least a lord. And of course this week, you would have had to have been sleeping under a rock to not realize it's Super Bowl week. And check it out, the San Francisco 49ers starting quarterback Colin Kaepernick did an exclusive interview with E regarding his, not football skills, but his tattoos. That's right, this week he did an exclusive interview to explain the meaning behind his biblical tattoos. Plus, they had a little chit chat about maybe if he had some additional tattoos he was thinking about in the near future. You can catch that in replay on E! News. And right now, we're getting ready to head back into more with Set Free TV. But for more on these stories, feel free to log online and see us at setfreemedia.com, where you can check out these stories in their entirety. Now let's get back into more on Set Free TV.
Now, Dr. Perry, if people want to keep up with you through the World Wide Web, where can they go?
I am. They can go straight to me on Facebook, Dr. Steve Perry, and on Twitter at Dr. Steve Perry.
Dr. Perry, we'd like to thank you for joining us right here at Set Free TV. We look forward to seeing you in Clovis, California. We have a lot of tough questions for you. Anytime you want to stop by, hey, hit us up and we'll be glad to have you.
I am. I will do everything I can to make sure I am very ready.
All right. Everybody sit tight. We have more for you right here at Set Free TV. Stick around.
Bringing you more entertainment news from around the globe. This is Set Free TV, showcasing love, life, and entertainment. This week in news, Scott Pelley will be sitting down with President Barack Obama live on the Super Bowl Today, featured February 3rd, 2013. In this episode, anchor and managing editor Scott Pelley will interview President Barack Obama live from the White House at 4:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the Super Bowl Today. So needless to say, we will find out if President Barack is ready for some football. Now jumping over to NBC Entertainment, join world champion fighter Layla Ali and Australian pop singer and teen phenomenon Cody Simpson as they make a special appearance on an inspirational episode of The Biggest Loser, Challenge America, that airs on Monday, February 4th. On this episode, the contestants find out from Allison Sweeney that the weight of only one player on each team will count this week, but they won't know who it will be until the weigh-in. The trainers roll the dice, and they will determine who will represent each team with this week's theme of leading by example. Now jumping over to NBC Entertainment, join world champion fighter Layla Ali and Australian pop singer and teen phenomenon Cody Simpson as they make a special appearance on an inspirational episode of The Biggest Loser, Challenge America, that airs on Monday, February 4th. On this episode, the contestants find out from Allison Sweeney that the weight of only one player on each team will count this week, but they won't know who it will be until the weigh-in. The trainers roll the dice, and they will determine who will represent each team with this week's theme of leading by example. Now jumping to the World Wide Web, iVillage, one of the largest communities for women online, is kicking off its 2013 Guest Editor Series with a special focus on weight loss and better health. The 2013 series begins with Dr. Mehmet Oz, one of America's favorite doctors, who will guest edit for the week of February 4th. Themes for the Fat Fighting Solutions Week include Melt the Fat Away, the HCG Diet, Dr. Oz's Flat Belly Diet, Weight Loss Trick for Your Body Type, and Rev Up Your Metabolism Slump. Since the successful launch of iVillage's guest editor program in August 2012 with First Lady Michelle Obama, the site has featured a prestigious lineup of editors including Jessica Simpson, Alicia Keys, and Lauren Conrad. And we can't forget Hugh Jackman. You see, Bravo Media shines the spotlight on multi-talented star and 2013 Oscar nominee Hugh Jackman as he returns to the Inside the Actor Studio stage for a second time, premiering Wednesday, February 13th. Host James Lipton picks up where they left off 9 years ago, recounting the last decade of Jackman's career. In the episode, Jackman sings his heart song from Happy Feet and performs a tap dance number and also shares some of his acting secrets. For a sneak peek, you can log on to Bravo TV to find out more. And that was all from This Week in News. Stay tuned for more, and for more on these stories in their entirety, feel free to log on to our website at setfreemedia.com.
I have had an amazing time hanging out with you here on Set Free TV, and I want to thank you for joining us. Now, with the information we gave you tonight regarding books, films, music, and much more, each week it is our goal to serve you by delivering information and keeping you up to date on what's going on. Now, before I go, I do want to thank our guests for hanging out with us tonight. Also, as just a reminder, Set Free TV airs here weekly at 9 p.m. on Comcast, Channel 93, or AT&T, Channel 99. Plus, if you would like to keep in touch with us, log on to our website listed on the screen. There you can watch past episodes, see upcoming events and news from around the world, and connect with us. Once again, it has been my pleasure to serve you, and I will see you next week. But before I go, as always, I like to say, stay strong, keep the faith, and be encouraged. This has been Set Free TV. Good night. God bless.